The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are results from that question. When all seemed burnt in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who Phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. Why do storms exist? Storms are not there to blow you over, but to clear your path. Even by working hard to stay in the eye of the storm still exists. Even if you try hard to be in the eye of the storm can still be the storm. But like my Phoenix Frequency guest Erin Robertson said nearly a year ago, let the hurricane come and let it bugle you. So when the sky clears and you see what has been cleared, you might see the gem that have been hidden for such a long time. I'm heading towards a year of the Phoenix Frequency podcast recordings. They are now transcribed and translated into Korean. I never planned my topics, they came to me. I felt for a while now I will finish this year's cycle of recording. From there, I will rise again. I never imagined when I started how my year would unfold. I started with a storm. I couldn't predict when I started. My husband would die within 2 weeks of the start. I ended up in a chaotic storm. But based on the Phoenix frequencies, I chose another approach than I would have done in the past. I accepted the storm, the pain, the grief, the hassle. After the deep dive, I was able to see the storm of his passing and it cleared my path. I probably had all reasons to feel pushed over and swept away, but I chose to look for the gem out of the situation. Doors close, and the world can look chaotic, unpredictable, and scary when they do. The closed chapter became a blank page, and I love creating. And then the east knocked on my door. For so long I looked only west. But the east, refreshingly new, encouraging, in unlocking my potential, broadened my world from curiosity. And over the last 9 months, I learned about the soul of Korea, the problems the people are caught up with because they try to copy the Western economical way of living. And now they're struggling with their identity. I can see my gems seeded in all I did over the last decades. My sister from the East kept poking me with her deepening questions. She described me as an iceberg. So much is unseen, she said. And she became the initiator of another kind of storm. She blew away old leaves and she stirred the pot with all ingredients inside me I never dared to use so far. So it's time to rise out of my comfort zone. It's time to embrace the chaos, because seen through the lens of the Phoenix frequency, chaos creates a new structure that we couldn't see from the old orders. Positive chaos is the clearing path itself. We only get or keep in trouble if we're coming with an attitude of control. Did you ever control a storm? Or are you equipped to be with it? You will be exhausted from trying to control storms, but you will see the gems if you are prepared with an attitude to be with it. And in the calm after the storm, when you look around, when you pause and look how far you came over time, the last years, the last seasons, what do you see? Can you see that what was ready to go is gone? Swept away, cleared your path. So many topics I covered, and looking back, I feel so grateful. The Phoenix frequency became my reset button when my energy was tempted to drain, when my mind was tempted to judge. The countdown of this year of the podcast cycle has begun. I'm heading to my rebirth day again, and I will celebrate in Korea, leading in the DMZ between the North and South, a global Phoenix frequency, peace facilitating heart meditation I will lead, not from ambition, but from adding it to my mission. What are you leaving as your Phoenix legacy? It is time to rise, whether within yourself, your family, your community, or the world. It's time. It's time to rise now more than ever. Do you have the courage to join me?